Dark and moody wood thrift flips coming right up. Welcome to the Chic Show. Today's playlist is Third Thursday Thrift Flips, hosted by Tammy at the Rusted Willow and Marika at Marika Creations. Be sure and check out their channels in the description box below, and be sure and check out the wonderful playlist listed as well. I picked up these two hand-carved wood utensils at a flea market for $4. Going to be using some of IOD's stamps from the Pastiche from their spring line. I'm going to use the flowers on this piece. Apparently these pieces were treated with some kind of wax because I tried to use rub-on transfers on them at first and that did not work, so I opted for the stamps. And I used the nest and then the bird cage for this piece. I placed the nest down first and then I placed the bird cage over the top. I'll have a final reveal at the end. This piece I picked up, I believe, at a garage sale, and I'm going to be using one of IOD's rub-on transfers for this piece. I'm going to use this larger piece and then I'm going to use some smaller pieces to fill in some spaces. I'm going to go ahead and burnish this down with the backing sheet, and then I'm going to add those other two little random pieces just to fill in the space a bit. The great thing about IOD rub-on transfers is that you can take any little bits and baubles that you have left over and add them on. You can cut the bigger ones down to smaller, and they all seem to fit together very well. Now I do like to take my little finger sander or a piece of sanding paper and just sand over the image a little bit. It tends to kind of burnish it down into the wood even more and makes it look like it's always been there. Last thing I did to this little dough bowl was to give it a coat of DIY's Big Top. Got this pretty little wood bowl for half price, so I only paid $1 for it. I decided I wanted to use some milk paint, so I'm going to give it a coat of this milk paint in Barn Red. Now, sometimes you get a crackle with milk paint. I did not with this, probably because this wood was so raw, it just soaked up the paint, but it's a very beautiful color, so I painted the top, sides, and bottom. Because it didn't really crackle, I did want to go around the edges with my sander just to bring back some of that original wood. And for this bowl, I'm using IOD's Spring Release of Lovers of Flowers, and I'm going to be adding this flower rub-on transfer, and then I'll be adding the words. Look how beautiful these roses look on this color wood. I'm going to burnish those down and then I'm going to go back and add the wording. The words are a little difficult to see on this dark colored wood, but I really like it. I think it's very subtle. And once again, I am taking my finger sander and I'm just sanding lightly over the top just to help burnish it down into that wood and also to give it kind of a vintage look. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. And let's take a look at the final reveal of all three of these beautiful wood pieces in IOD stamps and transfers. If you have a favorite, I would love to know which one it is. Please let me know down in the comments. Thanks again to Tammy and Marika for hosting today's playlist, and I hope you'll check out their channels as well as the playlist down in the description box below. I'm going to leave another video right here that I think you might like. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to share the chic. Bye now.